The landscapers are outside making a whole bunch of noise.
Welcome back. So while I was editing, I realized that all of the audio while I'm explaining the process of preheating my oven and preparing to bake my first loaf by Lizzo, that the leaf blower was indeed on the entire time. You could hear it the entire time. So I'm not going to hurt your ears like that. Instead, I'm going to do this voiceover and I'll just quickly explain everything I did before I baked my first loaf by Lizzo. So I use a roasting pan to bake my loaf in. I set the oven at 475 degrees Fahrenheit, and I don't need to preheat my pan because it's so lightweight and thin. I also include aluminum foil at the bottom of the pan so that it prevents burning the loaf. I have used it without and it does burn my loaf, and with it I found that it actually works. It just gives it a nice little brown crust at the bottom. Since I have been having issues with baking the perfect loaf with the perfect crumb, I've been switching up some of the factors like baking time or the temperature of baking. So today what I'm going to try is baking my loaf for 35 minutes covered, and then anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes uncovered. I'm going to be looking for the browning on the outside, and that's going to tell me when I should pull my loaf.
Taking off the lid right now, it looked like it did some good cooking or baking. I didn't expect it to be that brown already, like that golden on the top. So it baked for 35 minutes at 475 degrees Fahrenheit. And my intention was to do an additional 20 minutes with the lid off with that same temperature. Maybe I'll turn down the temperature. So it's only been a minute in here. Let's bring it down to 450 now and go from there. I'll check it every 5 minutes for the next 20 minutes until I feel like it's time to take it out. And then we'll go from there. Here's the 10-minute mark. Oh, she looks nice. I feel like I should take her out. Okay, I'm taking her out. Here she is. I'm gonna take her off the roasting pan. And enter the loaf. This is Lizzo, everybody. This is Lizzo's little doing. Lizzo. Good job, Big Mama. I'm really hoping that you pulled through and my methods of baking also pulled through.